body who is fundamentally inconsistent in their leadership. On the 6th of March, 2019, you were already prepared to take disciplinary steps against Advocate Mayema without having satisfied yourself about anything. Today, there is Advocate Elaine Zungu, there is Advocate Mzinyati, there is in fact even yourself, all of you complicit in defeating the ends of justice, but you are not prepared to commit yourself to initiating disciplinary steps at all.
If I may comment on that. Chairperson, in order to make decisions to take disciplinary steps in any matter, there is a process that has to be followed. Even in the case of Advocate Mayema and others, as I mentioned, I had not taken any decision to institute any disciplinary steps against them, but to ensure that there's a process, and that process itself will determine whether disciplinary steps are necessary. As I also mentioned, I did not take the decision in that matter to institute any disciplinary proceedings. There's a separate process in the NPA that I'm not involved in that results in somebody else deciding that issue. And so here, likewise, I must engage in a process. And so it's totally consistent with how I operate.
Advocate Batoy, you are the one who introduced the word discipline in the 6th March 2019 meeting, happily when it came to Advocate Mayema. Today, it is a big problem because it is a different staff of the NPA that is involved. This is why I am accusing you of being a fundamentally inconsistent leader.
That is not correct, because even if disciplinary steps are required in this particular matter, there is a process that must be followed. So there's nothing inconsistent about it. I have to make sure that the process is properly followed.
Can you tell me about your own conduct of failing to read an email which reports a crime? Is that consistent with your oath of office?
I generally read, as I said, emails that are addressed to me, I read them. Where a deputy is, it's also written to a deputy in my office. Then I often leave it to them to deal with the matter. So it's perfectly consistent with my oath of office.
Your evidence on Friday that you expected Advocate Mzinyati to bring it to your attention, and the revelations this morning that it was in fact brought to your attention, is that also consistent with your oath of office?
It is consistent with my oath of office to make sure that matters that are brought to my attention are dealt with within the office.